Welcome back to Slidecast.
What's up, guys? Today we are at Freestyle Nutrition in Choctaw, Oklahoma. It is a Herbalife store. You can get some pretty good lift-off teas and some pretty good shakes.
They're pretty good.
They are super good.
They're really good.
Today we have Adam Harrison with us. He's a longtime friend. We were trying to pinpoint exactly how long we've known him, but no one really knows. He just showed up one day.
It hasn't been that long. But I met them some years back, or I met Daniel when I worked with him at APS Fire Co. Don't recommend going there. And then Dakota shortly after, met them. We were all real big into the streetcar world and all that. And then, but
back when
recently,
nothing was about drama, it was all for fun.
It was all fun. It's back when I had the Mitsubishi and everybody thought it was an Evo, but it wasn't. But all transferred into drifting, and we all stayed in contact.
We all started drifting like the same time, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all might have been a little before me.
Adam runs around with a whole nother group.
Yeah, I'm with the Shenanigans racing team with Aaron, Anthony, and Braden. Some people I've known my whole life. Grew up with them all.
What do they drift?
Braden, he has a BMW E46 coupe, and he just recently bought a 4-door out in Colorado, an E46 with a cage in it, but he hasn't decided yet if he wants to use a 4-door or the coupe. His dad, Aaron, drifts a 240SX, a hatchback with an SR swap, and then Anthony also has a 240SX coupe though with an SR swap. And I just recently got a 240 as well, coupe. It's going to be KA, but it's still a roller sitting in the backyard. I haven't done a whole lot of work to that car yet. Anthony, on the other hand, has gone crazy overboard and got the brand new Weissfab V2 kit.
It's
pretty
awesome.
sure he has a full built SR at the moment as well.
Did Aaron blow up his SR? Or was it at OMC or?
It was a Stroud.
Yeah, he. I can't remember exactly what happened, but
I think
Ran too much boost.
we were at Stroud and we cranked the boost up.
that's when we were just trying to get the idle.
It was like a little crank goes a long way, and instead of just like turning the nut just a little bit, it was like, let's see how far we can turn this thing.
Yeah, we went a little overboard, but it's at the machine shop actually. Buddy Rice down in downtown on Main Street.
Nice, a good place to go.
Oh yeah, and he's getting all that figured out. I've ordered some stuff for my motor because I'm gonna fully rebuild it. So I'm pretty sure Aaron blew that one up that I bought from him a while back before he went SR. Braden's still running around with his factory E46 motor, the M52, just with the ECU tune, but it shreds.
It shreds. It gets after it. It's pretty quick.
Most of the BMW motors will last as long as you take care of them.
M50s is the best.
Yeah. I think that's what mine was an M50.
That's what I had.
But mine just had electrical problems. It's a BMW thing.
Yeah.
We have an older video where we're drifting at Stroud where Adam tosses us the keys and lets us go for a spin. It was the first time that we'd ever drifted a BMW, and that changed our lives forever.
That's what made me want to get a BMW, and I did, and it didn't work out.
He wasn't as lucky as I was.
Wasn't that lucky with
Not
my
all
BMW.
BMWs are created equal.
They are not. Note to self, don't buy a BMW from a Vietnam veteran.
I drove to Colorado to get mine. $1,000.
I drove to Missouri. I paid $800 for mine. It was running at the time.
Yeah.
In recent news, as of like today, half of this was on the way here. I got some new lower control arms from Villains. I'm sure they'll process the order and get me an order number and a shipping date and all that tomorrow.
Same runs I run on my 240.
Yep. And then I purchased a CX Racing manifold that will be in soon too.
But it'll probably process.
I gotta write all this down because I'm a turbo my KA, so I'm gonna get the same stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
I tell you what I did was a eBay manifold and just some eBay intercooler piping. I just ran a turbo, and that's basically it.
I'm not gonna go overkill. I can't afford that.
Yeah, like the way I set my up the first time was just like, I think I spent in total maybe $700, if that.
That's affordable.
And it made around 300.
We're just having a fun, cheap time, you know. We didn't want to go crazy in it.
You rode in it, didn't you, at OMC?
No, I never did. I don't think I ever rode in the single cam.
I know Braden did, and he was pretty impressed with how fast it was. And I mean, it's You don't have to buy the most expensive parts for a KA. You know?
I can't.
If
I
you're
can't
with
believe
my-
the night and day difference.
If you're with my
big
race
difference.
group, Anthony is going to force you to do the best. He doesn't cheap out on anything.
That's the way I did now. Is I got all the best parts, but I don't know. It's kind of my car's not working right now the way I'd like it to.
So what's up with it? What's wrong?
So last time we left off, the starter we thought was bad. So I went and bought a new starter, and we rode over to his house after the podcast was over, and he got to looking at it, and the wires were different. So somebody, when they took the starter off, I guess switched the wires. I don't really know what happened. So we just switched the wires, and we bumped the starter, and it started. Well, I didn't start it. It engaged.
It wanted to attack.
Yeah, but we didn't have the fuel pump on or anything. And then he recently called me while I was in New Mexico this week, and he got the car running with all the new wiring and everything, but the turbo was not spinning because there was some type of debris. We don't really know what debris was in the turbo, but something from the oil pan is picking it up and bringing it to the turbo, causing it to clog up. So I got that all freed up, turbo spins, but now there's debris in it again, and there's no coolant running through the block for some reason. So I told him on the way over here just to take the thermostat out and run it and see what happens if we get coolant or not. Because right now he can only run it for like 5 minutes at a time, and then it overheats.
That's crazy.
So I don't really know what's going on.
Is there any issues with the head gasket or anything? Did that seal right or properly? Or
We don't know yet. Cause
you went
there's
with
no,
copper, didn't you?
Yeah, we went with a copper head gasket, but we don't know yet because there's no coolant running through the motor.
Gotcha.
So there's no way to tell if the head gasket's bad or not right now. So we have to take the thermostat out, and if it's still not getting water to it, I'm going to give it by March 1st. If it's not running by March 1st and ready to tune, I'm probably going to swap it with a junkyard LS just so I can get out there.
I feel you. It sucks though because the KATs are so reliable. You know,
I love it,
and
man.
So just as long as you have oil, they'll keep going.
As long as you put oil in your KA, they'll keep going. I mean, that's my stock KA that we ran like for, I don't know, forever. Made like 320 horsepower, and
Just beat the hell out
we
of
beat
it.
the hell out of redline the piss out of it, and we just made sure there's oil in it. Never had a problem with it.
I'm pretty sure that's why my K was blown up, because we wasn't properly treated with oil all the time.
As long as you put oil in it, like it doesn't matter. It'll keep going. You
It's
don't even
getting-
have to change the oil. You just need to put more oil in it. That's it.
That's what.
Mine's getting fully rebuilt with OEM parts. So
Nice.
It
That's
should
what
be
we.
all right.
That's what we're trying to recommend to Adam is throwing in a KAT into his. I think that's what Rowdy's going to go with. We hope so we can really represent the KAs pretty well.
KA for life.
Yeah.
I'm still in the Beamer for life, even though I don't own one anymore.
Yeah, but my backup plans are the LS swap it, or maybe a 1J, or even a VQ motor. Just something I can pick up real cheap and swap in. If it's not ready by March 1st, that's my deadline. If it's not ready to tune and get on the dyno, then I'm just gonna have to pull the motor out and figure something else out.
With that, I know you've got a spare single cab KA. Are you going to try to swap that, or are you going to try to swap a dual cam KA into a random car? Because I mean, I have a photo that you sent me of a 3-valve Mustang that you were trying to swap a KA into.
I think I'm gonna buy a dual cam KA just because Wiring Specialties makes a dual cam KA universal harness. You can throw it in anything. Comes with these fuses and relays and a switch panel already ready to go. But I've been thinking about throwing a dual cam KA into just like a Mustang, a 3-valve, 2-valve, maybe even the Jimmy I have across the
that
street
would
that
be
I got
awesome.
for free. Just for fun. No reason. Just because I want to. I want to see if we can do it.
Isn't that all-wheel drive?
No, it's rear.
It's real one.
Yeah, it's got a 4L60 in it though. That's garbage.
Yeah, it's gonna
What if
it's gonna blow up on you.
It's already blown. The reverse doesn't work.
What does the suspension look like on it?
It's stock. I mean, it's
Perfect
probably,
for off-road.
It's it's probably blown all the struts
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. So yeah.
What's the race in northeastern United States where they have the $500 car? You got to take it off road.
Oh, the Gambler.
The Gambler.
The Gambler
What if
500?
What if we swapped it for the Gambler?
That's a good idea.
If we do
Yeah.
that, I'm doing a Crown Vic.
You doing a Crown Vic?
They're
should do that.
indestructible, man.
We should do that.
Gambler 500?
Gambler 500 with a KA swap Jimmy.
That'd be awesome. So,
got
when is
this-
the Gambler? We need to find out when the
I don't
Gambler
know.
is.
I got the Jimmy for free, so this is a good idea. I'm not losing any money at this point.
Yeah. Oh, we'll just spend the whole 500 on the motor swap,
Yeah.
and that's it.
There's actually a guy selling a KA. I'm thinking about picking up. He wants $50 for it.
Okay, so then we
500,
have
you could turbo it.
Yeah.
So we got $450 to install the KA and turbo it.
And I already have a CG009 train, so we can just throw that on there while
There
we're
we go.
at it.
We already had it. It was free.
It was free. Came out of my Z.
Don't you need 4 drivers, participants for that?
I don't know.
We'll get bays. Us 3 and bays.
This is a really good idea. I think we should do it. I'm gonna go pick up this KA tomorrow now for $50.
Dude, the gambler thing would be awesome. And then we could
would.
we could practice and make sure the Jimmy's all running good out in Minko. I'm sure you know places out there we could
Oh, there's a
get
bunch.
some,
We can
get
go
some
to
practice.
We can go to Purgatory. That's pretty off.
There we go.
off-road. I almost got stuck out there in my Jeep one time. We'll go out there.
So, outside of this new plan of a Gambler 500 we just now came up with, let's roll on seat time car.
Yes.
If your car's not running right,
If
buddy,
my car's not running by March 1st, I'm gonna buy a 350Z. That's what I've decided. I was thinking about an E46, but just me and BMWs have not gotten along. And I already have a bunch of parts for a 350Z, so it makes more sense to go ahead and buy a 350Z because I have an angle kit, I have full coilovers for it, I have a bunch of parts for it already, so it just makes more sense. And I'm more used to a 350Z than I am a BMW chassis because I've driven a 350Z for 6 years now,
right on.
and I don't know, I'm just used to it. I can drift a full turnpike on ramp in a 350Z, so
We were in the rain
in the rain.
with cut springs. We were there for that.
Wide bodied. I'm just more used to a 350Z, so it makes more sense to me. Even if I'd spend another $1,000 on the car, it makes more sense to me. It's already had the parts.
Perfect FD chassis as well.
Yeah, they are. So yeah,
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
probably 350Z. If all else fails, I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll figure it out when the time comes. But I'm looking at a couple 350Zs right now. Probably have to go pick up.
I hear you. Adam, you guys got a seat time car with your group?
Yeah, we have a Lexus 1UZ, the SC400, that we've had a few issues with. We actually bought a junk car and chopped it up to make this one a full car. Had to do the whole rear end, rear fenders, because the previous guy had chopped them and put some eBay fender flares on it, and it was horrible. So we got that running, did a few test donuts, and then now we just got to fix some timing issues on it, and then we'll be looking to either sell it, running out at events, or just keep it as a shit car.
Renting it out would be a fun idea.
It'd be smart.
That was our original deal, but we just have to get it running and fixed.
I would rent it out.
I would
Just
too,
try it.
yeah.
It's
That's
gonna be
smart.
another car to buy tires for.
I like the way the 1UZ sounds.
Yeah. Oh, this
That's
one sounds
such a
like a
unique sound.
monster. But I don't think it has an exhaust on it either. So,
Ah,
but it's a work in progress. We'll just see how it goes throughout the season.
What kind of power do they make?
I don't have a clue. I know it's a
don't-
V8.
Yeah, that's all I know. It's a
4.0, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I don't know.
Thinking mid to low to mid threes.
That's probably somewhere around there. But we made it get stuck in sport mode, so it holds on to gears. It's
Nice.
automatic. It doesn't shift all the time. But it's pretty awesome. It's
So-
fun car.
With it drifting an automatic, do you just smack shift it into second and just leave it there?
I'm not sure exactly. I think on sport mode it holds on for a while,
Mhm.
but we've been contemplating putting a hydro in it. The e-brake does work, but there's nothing more reliable to lock up than a hydro. So
Right.
we might do that.
Dual caliper or inline?
Probably gonna go dual caliper, but haven't fully decided yet.
Nice.
Inline's cheaper, but I think in the long run, dual caliper is the way to go.
That's what we're working on mine is a dual caliper from Villains.
The guy we had got
We're
it
almost
from
there.
actually drifted it in Oklahoma. I can't remember his exact name, but
he had a YouTube and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube, and I saw a couple of videos of them drifting around a warehouse, in the
Yeah.
little parking lot and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
I remember
You got
his
after it.
name.
we'll do some research and we'll put his YouTube description and the link of this or something.
I feel like his
so
name.
y'all
Free
can go
shout
look
out.
I feel like
at
his
it.
name was Dan.
That's something like we have his sticker on the back of the
Nice.
Lexus still. So
Or
we'll-
Dolan? Is it Dolan? I feel like it starts with a D.
It does, but I don't remember. I don't pay attention a whole lot to that car. We got 3 other cars or 4 that we're trying to
Same.
build. So
Same.
Our first drift event is coming up soon,
March 23rd.
March 23rd. Holy crap!
And your
Oh
car
my
still
God.
has not been touched.
I still haven't touched it. All I know
Since
is
the
that it
last
starts up.
podcast, we still have not touched a car.
At least parts are on their way finally. You
Yeah.
know?
I'll be spectating that event. There's no way My car is just a rolling chassis with nothing in it.
You guys should take the 1UZ up there so you can play in it.
It's kind of the plan, but we don't know. It depends on if it's going to be raining or not. I'm not a huge fan of drifting in the rain. I'm not very good at
I
it.
still haven't got the
Save
opportunity
tires.
to.
Saves you a lot of tires.
Yeah.
It's just super slow though. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm used to slow drifting. That Beamer wasn't very fast.
I just
You'll like in the 240.
just reminded
That might be
me
too slow.
of the deal about your car is if you get it running, I get to take a pass, and if I do a third gear entry on
Only
my
at
first
Stroud.
lap at Stroud in his car, if I do a third gear entry, I get to do a second lap.
If you don't botch it.
If I don't
No.
botch
If
the
you,
third gear
if
entry.
you grab
Yeah.
third gear, you can't spin out.
All right.
If you do a third gear entry and you spin out, that was your only shot.
I feel
to
like
get to drive the car.
I feel like a third gear entry in that car is going to be like 100 miles an hour.
I don't know, because it's got the CD009, so gearing's a little different. But I don't know.
The rear end's still 410s, isn't it?
Yeah, but the transmission gearing's different, so I mean it'll
It's gonna be
different.
fast.
It'll be fast, but I don't know. So from what I read, you can leave it if you have a CD009, you can leave it in third gear and just shred a whole entire course.
And
Because that's like the magic spot.
I haven't used a hydro before. I've only had e-brake, so this would be my first time getting to pull a hydro in a car.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've never had an e-brake, so when I get a hydro, it's going to be weird.
It's gonna be weird.
I'm not going to know how to use it.
You'll learn this with your 240 if you ever boost it. Second, you'll be in second, third gear, shifting constantly back and forth. But especially at like OMC, I think you enter in at like third, just going into third, or you can leave it in second, redline it. But Stroud, you'll enter in at third, and then you'll have to go from second back to third to second.
I just usually leave it in second.
Yeah,
Just go around the whole track.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
did
you
the
can leave
Beamer
it in
as well.
second. Except for Mac. Mac's kind of
Mac, you got to change because it's a little slower.
Mac is a super small course, super technical.
It'll be a whole new learning curve this season.
Did you guys hear that we might get Remington Park? Have you heard
Oh,
that?
yeah,
Yes.
through,
Yeah, they're
Valencia.
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Valencia. That's a good
So,
one.
We might get a fourth venue, maybe. It's a possibility. And I think they're still working on Hallett. That's still in the works.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hard one though. I think they've got a lot of restrictions and stuff.
Even if we do get Hallett, I don't know exactly where we would drift at on Hallett, because it has a lot of straightaways.
it's a big track.
Yeah, low horsepower would be interesting.
Yeah, if they have like a downhill entry like Road Atlanta, that would be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But I don't know. I've never been to Hallett, so I've
ready
only
for
seen
it.
pictures.
I'm ready for a jump drift. Where they hit the bumps.
Yeah.
and all four wheels are off the ground.
I would love to go to Ebisu and drift and do the jump drift, but I don't have the money for that. Not yet.
Even if I had the money, I'd be in that wall immediately.
It would take me some courage to work up to it. That's for sure.
I've drifted like maybe one full season. That's it. Not even
I
that,
mean-
because I got rid of the BMW at close to end of the season.
I don't think I've even drifted a full season.
Yeah, I
yet.
mean, I haven't either, and I had a car the whole season. You know.
So I know, right? The first season we drifted, I think I only made the last three
It
events.
was last four, I think.
I mean, I made the last four, and then this last season I got to drive 3 events. One with my 240 at OMC, one with Daniel's car at Stroud,
I think so. We took turns.
and then my BMW at OMC. But that I wouldn't even really call the drifting the BMW a
He was hot lapping.
success.
He was hot lapping.
Like, it wouldn't drift though. I don't know what was going on with that car. So really, I've only drifted 6 events, I would say, successfully.
We probably around got
Sounds about right.
about the same amount of seat time there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I went too far with my 240. I wish I could take it a couple
I
steps
remember
back
how
now.
simple it was and how
It was so simple.
we got in it and just like, oh, holy shit, this thing goes.
When we first turboed it, man, that was
awesome.
the best. That thing ripped.
It wasn't. I still go back and watch the video sometimes, or I show people like what we did and stuff.
Yeah.
And my reaction, if you turn the volume up, is like, this isn't even the same car. Wow.
It wasn't though. Like, we went from 90, maybe 90 horsepower. I don't even know if it made 90 to like close to 320, which was a night and day difference in that car. It scared me. My mindset going into Stroud was, I'm gonna third gear entry first try, and I went from first to second, and I was like, nah, I'm kind of scared. This is really fast.
Yeah, one of my drift buddies, Braden, he went out to Mineral Wells, and he said when he had grabbed third gear, it was pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know at Texas, at the Texas Motor Speedway, man, those guys are going at like 100 to 110 sometimes on
Yeah.
that Texas Motor Speedway.
That's crazy.
And we're gonna go there this year. So
Hope so. We better.
even if we don't have the 240, I'll have a Z, and we'll see. Maybe we can get it up to 100 by then. Probably not.
If we don't
It's a
have
slow Z.
If we don't have anything, I know of a 1UZ we can rent now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll shred, that's for sure.
If you want a CD009 trans, I have one. So if the Jimmy doesn't work out,
Right on.
I think that's all we got.
Yeah, I think that's all this update. Hopefully, by the next update, some new information will come out about our cars, or something new will be installed. We'll see where we get.
Yeah. Thank you, Freestyle Nutrition, for letting us film here.
Yeah, thanks guys. That was pretty
Thanks
cool.
for the shakes.
Thanks for the shakes too. They're
Shakes are
super
amazing.
good.
Yeah. Thanks, Adam, for coming down,
No
being
problem.
a guest.
Yeah, on a short notice too. I just texted him and was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
what are you doing?"
That's what happens when you sit at home and do nothing on the weekends.
I would like to get more footage of you guys drifting this year as well.
Yeah, we really-
we'll have a little bit of a camera crew. Braden's girlfriend and Anthony's wife's going to be doing some videoing, so
Nice.
should get some of y'all. We're
We
all
like
going to
you
buy
guys,
more
so-
GoPros.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I just gave Tessa your GoPro SD card.
Oh, sweet.
by the
Oh, it's
way.
gone.
I was gonna ask you.
She
but
lost
She
it.
lost it already.
I told her not to. Well, I think that's it.
All right, cool.
See you next time on
see you guys.
Slidecast.
Slidecast. All right. Hit this.
No, hit the red button.
Right here.
Yep.